Hey cookies! So I love po' boys and my favorite are roast beef po' boys, but they take forever to make to slow cook that beef. Not anymore cookies. I'm going to show you how I make my delicious lazy roast beef po' boys. Let's cook, baby. Okay cookies, so now we're going to start with this roast beef that we slaved for hours. Lies, we got this from the deli. Cookies, I told you we were making lazy roast beef po' boys, but these are my favorite. It's so delicious. I prefer this style over the pulled roast beef, but we are going to make our own gravy, so let's do that. For our gravy, we're going to start by melting some butter, and while the butter is melting, I'm adding in some finely diced onion. Now, you don't need to add onion. If you're not a fan of onions, we can use onion powder a little bit later. How many times am I going to say onions? Okay, go ahead and give that a stir. And we're going to brown these onions until they start to caramelize. When they caramelize, they produce a sweeter taste, so it's going to help season our gravy. And here you can see that our onions are starting to brown. It's not burning. You see I'm scraping the pan. You don't see anything sticking. Keep that heat at a medium setting, and we're just going to allow them to continue to brown. Again, if you don't want to use onions, it's okay. You can just use onion powder a little bit later. And now we're going to add in our flour. This is our thickening agent, and we're just going to whisk that together so that we don't have any lumps. And the rule of thumb to remember is however much butter you use 2 tablespoons less flour. So if I use 6 tablespoons of butter, I'm only going to use 4 tablespoons of flour. Did that make sense? I hope so. But anyway, just go ahead and whisk it together. And guys, this is just a regular brown gravy recipe, so you can use this for anything. Mashed potatoes, to put over meat, not just for our roast beef. So this is a good staple recipe to have. Now let's work on the broth. Since we don't have any meat drippings, I just have some hot water and I'm adding some beef base to it. I have 2 cups of hot water and I'm just stirring in the beef base. Now we're going to whisk it into that flour mixture and watch how it thickens instantly. So just slowly add in a little bit and whisk it together. It's going to thicken right up before your eyes. Roux is like magic, y'all, for real. Cookies, look how thick this gravy is. Put this over some mashed potatoes. Child, listen. Okay, so here is where I will add my onion and garlic powder that I did off camera, but we don't want to add any salt or any type of seasoning salt just yet because our meat may be salty. So add your meat in first to let it cook down for about 15 minutes uncovered, then taste it and adjust the seasoning. I ended up just adding a little bit of Cajun spices, a little accent, but just adjust it to your personal taste buds. But y'all, I can't take this anymore. Look at that. Let's put this on this French bread so we can eat. And cookies, dress your po' boy however you like. I have some mayo on the bread, adding some lettuce and tomato. However you want it, make it good. And now for this good old roast beef and this gravy, make sure you make it messy, cookies. What is a roast beef po' boy without the mess? I almost forgot my provolone cheese. And y'all, don't be stingy. Add that meat on there so we can melt that cheese. And cookies, that is it for our lazy roast beef po' boy. It is delicious and I hope you guys try it. Look at how that stuff is just gliding. I can't even. The link will be in that description box for the full recipe, guys. If you try this, make sure you have a lot of napkins because it's going to get messy, alright? Thank you guys so very much for watching. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and to subscribe for more. Until next time, be blessed.